not a lookalike, and he probably wouldn't be who you'd first think of. But I remember thinking very carefully, we've got one guy in this, and he's going to have to sort of play a lot of characters. He's going to have to create variety himself, because we're not going to have that variety, because there's no one to cut to. And so I thought about him, because I thought about that range of work he does that can go from something like Pineapple Express, through Milk, through the James Dean, City and the Sea, Spider-Man. I mean, he's like, you know, you think, he's not like a star actor that just plays himself the whole time. He pushes it, you know? And so that was great. And what we did is we met him, and he has this, he appears to be asleep a lot of the time. He's kind of stoned, really. It's a front, and he's checking you out, believe you me, he's very sharp. But we asked him to read a bit of it, and then he read it, and it was extraordinary. And he read that actual message. Was the lady who was asking about the messages? He read that message to his mum and dad. He read that for us, Jane, and it was just like, we knew then. Christian and I met him. We kind of knew it was him, you know, and we're very lucky to get him, because it's, you know, he has that kind of thing that I guess the major movie stars have, where you can kind of live with them. You know, they have a kind of grace somehow, a beautiful face or whatever, but you know, you just can live with them somehow. And yet he can also push things quite extreme, so we were very lucky to get him, I think.
Question over here?
This movie is based on a real life story. I know your other movies are based on either novels or original screenplays. And I was wondering if you had a different approach coming to material that's based on real life.
The question is just asking the fact that this is based on a true story. What materials were used and actually to develop it? How did he approach the film?
It's interesting because I tried to do a real life story actually in Toronto. I set up this film about that fire in Worcester in Massachusetts, where those firemen died. And it fell apart at the end, and because it's always a very difficult negotiation around, especially tragedy in people's lives, and the real people are left. And we consulted Aaron vigorously about the script. We didn't take all his notes. We kept our own individual responsibility as well. We didn't hand everything over to him. It's very important that you're not intimidated, as well as being respectful. You mustn't be intimidated, because your actor has to feel free. You know, you can't have the actor having a shadow over him. Because I think when we watch a movie, it's weird. We don't really remember characters' names. We remember that guy, James Franco playing that guy, what was he called in Pineapple Express? You know, and do you know what I mean? And that relationship with Franco, who's in that canyon with, playing a guy called Aaron, and oh my God, he loses his knife. Oh no, and do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not with the documentary version of it. So we were very respectful with Aaron, and he helped us a lot technically. And then we made the film, and then we showed it to him. And he was, we promised him that it would be emotionally honest to his story, and that he'd be proud of it, and that we would hand the story back to him at the end, you know, that we wouldn't hijack it or anything like that. So that's what we tried to do.